We are back with another top 10, maybe our toughest yet of the season. We are
Yes.
running through our top 10 favorite TV shows growing up.
There's a lot there, friend.
There's
And
many, many choices.
many choices. And I went through the Rolodex in my head. I'm dating myself now. I went through the Rolodex in my head.
What is a Rolodex, JK? I think our listening audience is probably the right age to understand that.
Yes. And I was thinking of shows that really were made an impact on me or that were really important to me or that I just really enjoyed. So I
Okay,
think
so
there
you
might
went
be some
deep.
shockers on here for you.
Oh, I'll be honest, because we're going to do gauntlet style, I have started making my lists much longer
Mhm.
and um, really looking at like my list isn't super complete because am I really going for a top 10 ranked in the order that I would actually place it? Or am I really trying to put some shit down early that I have to get to make sure that we don't have, we're in a, we're in within 2 years of each other.
Yes.
So I think of being born, I think that our age range might have some upsets happen.
I don't know. I feel like because you have way more of an expansive list than I do, I think I might be okay. And again, I do think that I'm going to have some things on here that's going to shock you. So,
Shock away, friend. Shall we get started with your number 10?
okay. So, this is a show that still comes on, but it's not in it. It's already peaked for me, but that show is Whose Line Is It Anyway?
I am
I,
shocked.
I knew it. I knew it.
Okay, but I do love Aisha Tyler
I mean, she's great,
was on that show. She's not one
but
of the orig, but
no, she's not. But the original, we have Drew Carey. Um, God, now I'm drawing a blank here. How about that?
um I don't remember their names, but I know exactly. I could
You know
point
exactly
out
who
their
I'm.
faces. It's the guy, the
Yes,
bald guy with the little wraparound. It's the
yes.
darker haired guy. Yeah,
I mean that show,
Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady. Yes, that show
Yeah,
was. It's everything for me. I loved it as a child, watching it, catching it on TV whenever I could.
hilarious.
They're all so good at improv. It's just amazing. It's one of my faves, and it deserves to be on
Wow.
this list. Yes. This is this is
Okay.
this is how we're starting off, friends. So
I'm really into it.
I'm into it. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Number 10. What you got? Give it to me good.
Okay. Be strategic, right? Be strategic. I'm going to go for a bit of an obvious for me, and that choice is going to be Saved by the Bell.
Okay.
Now, listen, I
Okay.
know that that was a little bit pre total our time. However, those reruns were on every single morning. So I caught up with
Mm-hmm.
like the Miss Bliss years
Mm.
all the way through to the college years. I have DVDs of it. I've got
Of
the
course you
DVDs
do.
of the Hawaiian vacation.
Oh
I
my
have the wedding in Vegas. I've got that.
Oh my God. I was,
Saved by the Bell is big.
I have them as an honorable mention, but I was like, I'm not gonna put them on my list all the way. So I'm glad I didn't. But I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. A lot of those Saturday morning TV shows are really good,
So
which
good.
so good. I mean, but I
I
hear
was a
you.
Lisa. I wanted to be a Lisa Turtle, but also, you gotta love Jessie. I'm
Yes.
so excited. I'm so scared. Remember?
I
The
watched this
kids don't
show.
know. That was so good.
I mean the theme song is iconic within itself, so
Absolutely.
absolutely. All right.
100%. Okay.
My number 9 is going to be a childhood favorite of mine, and this is from Nickelodeon. It's Gullah Gullah Island.
Oh, Gullah
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 Island.
Island. Yes. With the
Oh,
pollywog, Binya.
yes.
Yes, that
Yes.
show was integral in a part of my childhood, and I adored that show. And I really keep up with the couple too, the whole family.
They just got really popular on TikTok and Instagram and stuff. They're so
Yes, they're so
cute.
freaking cute, and they just
Tony?
why am I? forgetting their
Why does that?
names.
Why do I immediately want to say Tony?
I mean, if
Maybe I'm wrong,
it
but
feels
that
right,
sounds
but
right.
it
Yeah,
could
they
be
are so
something.
cute.
Yes, yes. So Gullah
Oh,
Gullah
Gullah
Island
Gullah
it was a
Island.
big, big part of my childhood. I stand by that show. So freaking
Wow,
cute. Yes,
that is so good.
yes.
My number 9 is going to go to Sister Sister.
Damn it. Okay, you got me.
Sister Sister.
You got me there.
Who doesn't love Tia and Tamara and Ray and Lisa? And I am a creative person,
Mm-hmm.
and Lisa was designing dresses and clothes, and so there were a lot of like fun princessy moments. She
Oh
was making
yes.
making Tia's dresses for the dances, and so I just loved, and I loved that dynamic
Mm-hmm.
between Lisa and Ray. Like, what a fun show! Go home, Roger.
Go home, Roger. I always think about the prom episode where they had wanted to wear those dresses, but
Yes.
and everyone was looking the same at the prom.
Yeah.
That's one of my
Okay,
favorite
but also what a
episodes.
great moment to have. First of all, your mom make your dresses, but then also have Ray's limo
Okay,
service.
like they were hooked up.
Okay,
Okay,
but I
they
do
had.
think that limo broke down, which was hilarious. Remember?
Oh shoot, maybe it
I
did
think it
break.
did in that
I think it
episode.
did. Yes.
I love Sister Sister. So
Okay.
that is my.
Damn it.
Sorry, was
It
it
was
high on
my.
your
It was
list?
my. It was my number 7, but that's okay. I think I.
If I'm honest, I would probably Sister Sister would probably be in my top 3 of.
Really.
Oh, I love. Yeah, it was my age
Mm-hmm.
range. Like it was just on. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Okay.
Ready?
Okay. My number 8 is the Wayans brothers with Sean and Marlon Wayans. Yes, I
Oh,
mean
yeah.
that show was really, really funny, and
Yep.
unfortunately, it didn't get like a final season. They didn't get a like a wrap up. They were just canceled in the middle of their season. But that show has some of the best humor. You know, the Wayne's family. I mean,
Oh
they're
my
iconic
gosh.
within themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, but that show was it was a lot of fun, and it was just really,
Yep.
it was completely different in terms of like outside of like black 90s television. It's like, and it didn't have to be like this whole like I'm a successful doctor family. It's like, oh yeah, my pop runs a shop, and we hang out at this
Yep.
hotel sometimes, and we may or may not work. It was just really cool. I really, really enjoyed the show.
So
Yes,
good.
and the theme song was really fun too. So I
Very
loved
good.
that show, and Marlon is so fine to me. So of course
I
I
was gonna
was
say all the Wayans brothers.
okay. Even
Oh
some of
my
their
gosh.
sons.
Oh, who's my friend that's on Happy? Oh shit, Happy Endings. So cute.
I,
Anyways,
yeah,
yeah,
a lot of
where
them are
to?
still them and their
They are
sons are fine.
funny. They're cute.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Oh yeah,
yes.
we like all that.
Oh
Ooh.
yes.
What was the other family show? Was it All of Us? What was it with
With the Waynes. So they had living
he
not
was the dad.
oh,
I can't
oh,
remember.
oh, oh, oh. I know what you're talking about because it had Tisha Campbell in it too.
Yes.
What
Yes.
what the
Yes.
hell is the
Is
name
it
of that?
All of Us?
No,
No.
that's a different show. It was a Damon, yes.
Yes, he's sure. My Wife and Kids.
My Wife and Kids.
God damn. And it's his I believe it's his son
Yeah.
who is in Happy Endings,
Oh,
who
and
is
his son is
fine as
fine.
fuck.
Oh yes.
Who
Yes. Damon has
Damon
some
Wayans Jr.
yes. He is so fine. Yes, he is.
And tall and funny.
Oh yes.
Have
Oh
you ever watched Happy Endings? Happy Endings is so
no,
good.
but I
Oh
liked
my
him in
gosh.
he was in like the first season of The New Girl.
New Girl.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yeah. And then he
which
left to be on Happy Endings.
oh, is that where he went? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, but
So good. Okay.
yes,
Sorry.
yes. No, it's
Tangent.
okay. It's
Okay.
okay. All right. You're number 8. Yes. Yes, you're number 8.
My number 8. Oh man, my list is so long. What am I gonna do here?
I'm nervous. I don't have time for this.
Oh, okay. You know what? I have to add this on my list,
Hmm.
and it was one of my absolute favorite shows growing up, and that's Daria.
I was gonna put that on my list, but I changed my
Daria's my
mind.
number 8. I love Daria and Jane and Brittany.
Yes.
Brittany. Oh. And Jane's cute brother
Yes.
who drove them around and stuff. Sick Sad World.
Yes. You
That
know,
TV show they used to watch, that was so good. The
so
Teachers. Now, I
yes.
bet that's actually probably one that hasn't aged.
That's why I didn't put it on my list because I was like, I don't know if this has aged well or
Should I
not.
be nervous about that? I
I
don't
know.
know.
And it was like they didn't have a schedule for Daria. It just kind of just popped up on your TV screen. Like you had to
Yeah.
catch it when you could catch it. But oh my god, yes.
Daria's
Yes.
good though. And
Daria
moody and
is good.
funny. And remember the episode where Quinn made Daria over and it was like a whole thing. It was
It's been a
good. It was
while.
funny.
I wish I could find it somewhere to watch it. I'm sure it's
Oh,
on one of those.
yeah, I think it's on Hulu or something like that.
Say less.
Yeah.
Say
Or
less.
whatever, maybe it's Paramount, whichever one is MTV
Oh, I think it's
related.
Paramount. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways.
Ah, okay. Well, my number 7 would have been Sister Sister. But because I had to go into my little honorable mentions here, my number 7 will be Will and Grace.
Oh,
Will and
okay.
Grace was so funny to me. I loved, and honestly, Will and Grace weren't even the main characters. Okay, it should have been named
No,
after
Jack
the
and
other.
Karen.
Yes, because
Yeah.
they were the show. Okay,
Yep.
they were the show, and that show
And
went through
Leslie
like a
Jordan.
yeah. Rest in peace to Leslie Jordan. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Will and Grace was so fun. I enjoyed that show. I think I started watching it by accident. And I was like, what is this? I was like, what is this?
Hilarious.
And it was so cute. It was so fun. I really liked that show. I think they did a reboot at one point, didn't they?
They did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
recently, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
I think it went well.
I mean,
I didn't watch
I don't know. Oh,
it.
fair enough.
But
Fair
I loved
enough.
Will and Grace when it came out.
I did too.
Because Bobby Cannavale played Will's
Hmm.
husband in the end. That was like his final person.
Yes. Yep.
And he's
Yep.
cute. And now he is actually in real life married to Rose Byrne.
Who's Rose Byrne? Why does that name sound familiar?
Because she's in Bridesmaids. She is the rich friend.
Oh,
A Fritz Bernays.
yes.
That's Rose Byrne. She was in Spy.
Yes.
She's
Okay.
funny. She's a very funny lady.
Got it.
So
Okay.
her and Bobby Cannavale are together.
Interesting.
I think I just said his name probably 4 different ways, but one of them might have
One
been
of them
correct.
be right. Yeah.
My number
for you.
7.
Yes.
My number 7
Mhm.
is probably, well, it's gonna date me, but in a funny way. I'm going That's So Raven.
Wow.
You can get into the future.
Okay.
I have to, throw a little bit of Disney, and I
Mhm.
loved That's So Raven. I think her comedic timing was perfection. She's
Yeah.
a giant goofball, but
Mhm.
super funny. And I do love that show. I watch that show a lot.
I didn't watch it often. I watched it here and there, but it wasn't necessarily one of my favorites. But I know a lot of people loved that show, and it's kind of like it's got its little resurgence on TikTok with the current trend that's going on right now with the.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I've seen it. It's all over my timeline. So, but yeah,
You should watch. Look, you should watch a couple episodes.
maybe
I
I
actually
will.
also don't know how that would hold up. I'm sure it's goofy as shit, but
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I don't think it would be bad.
at the time I loved it. So
Right.
Yep.
Okay, so my number 6 is going to be Charmed. Charmed.
Hey,
Don't you judge me, okay?
Charmed is good. What was that middle sister's name? With the straight hair.
When I say it's been years, I was on the train for a while, and then when Shannon Doherty left the show, so did I. As much as
You
she,
did.
oh yeah, I mean, because even though she was a bitch, to me, it was like it was the original 3. Like you can't mess that up. Like and I know they were having like some issues with the cast, like her getting along with the rest of the cast, but I mean, those first couple of seasons with all 3 of them.
They
It
were
was some
good.
good. It's cheesy TV.
Because it was her and then Alyssa Milano and then the other sister that I can't think of her
I
name.
can't think of her name either. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
But listen. I
So
was all
good.
into that witchy, wizardy, devils and demons and whatnot. I was all into it.
Yeah.
I loved Charmed.
Well, because you also knew the reference when I brought up Passions. Whenever we talked about that,
Yeah.
that
Yes.
weird fucking. Remember that show? That was
Yes.
weird.
Very,
Yeah.
very weird. Exactly.
Urgh.
All right.
Ooh. Okay. I have 6 left that I'm
Hmm.
able to pick. Damn. Okay.
You can do this.
My number 6 is actually my number 1, but I need to probably, I didn't even think about taking it before because you
Hmm.
might also love this, is Sabrina the Teenage Witch. While we're talking about some witchy shit, Sabrina is probably my favorite show growing up because
Yes.
I wanted to be a witch and I wanted to go to the other realm through the freaking towel closet. And I loved Hilda and Zelda.
Yes.
And then I liked the whole, like, you have an evil twin storyline. I remember then she had the fun, cute, like, mask, like, her, like, teacher master who came in to, like, get
Hmm.
her all the stuff. Like, just so many fun. Yeah, there were some
Yes,
good
but that
ones. Her
was
fabulous aunt
I
who, like,
forgot
came through. It
all
was so
about that
good.
show and I loved it a lot. I watched that one a lot and it is not on my list, friend.
That's great. Remember Salem would be like smoking cigars and shit. It
Yes.
was like, and got in
I
trouble and got prisoned in a cat for gambling or something.
I loved Salem so much. That show was actually
Yeah,
really, really fun. That was a
yeah.
really fun show. That was
I
a
own
very
the
fun show.
series on DVD if
Of
you ever
course
want
you
to
do.
have a little viewing party. But
Of course you
yeah,
do.
that was good because also remember the beginning, that
Yes.
montage of
Mm-hmm.
all the different outfits, and then she
Yes.
would always have like a
It
silly
was
thing at the
so
end.
freaking good.
Sabrina's good, and
It
Melissa Joan
was
Hart, I think
good.
she holds up. She's not a Candace Cameron stupid fuck. She's
Thank God.
cool.
Thank
Melissa
God.
Joan Hart's good, I
Yeah,
think.
absolutely. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Thank
That's good.
you.
I'll allow it. I'll allow
Appreciate
it.
it.
Yes. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. We're cracking into the top 5, friend. And this is hard. Okay. This was a hard list for me to make. This
Okay.
is gonna be probably be another shocker for you, but Frasier is on my list at number 5. I'm look at look you look so disappointed. You look so disappointed right now. The scrambled
Oh my god, I
egg.
hate that show.
I'm sorry. I love
Maybe I've
love.
not given it a chance because I also think Kelsey Grammer is a ski. Tell me what you love about Frasier. What am I missing?
I you know
I am shocked. That shook. I'm shooketh. That was a Frasier.
are you shook to your core right now?
I need to know what you love about it because if you love it, there's something good there.
I honestly I started watching it well before I kind of understood like all of the jokes and stuff. But it kind of grew on me. But it was like a different kind of humor. It was like okay, it was my first time entering into what I would call like white humor, right? It was really different. It was because like black humor is different in that sense, right? And so I was like, oh, what is this? And it was like it allowed me to just kind of like open up my palette in terms of comedy. And so
Okay.
maybe that's why I really enjoyed Frasier so much because it was
Okay.
like my first time watching something completely out of my wheelhouse that I had no idea about, and I was like, "Oh, this is awesome." Okay, but yes, I am a Frasier girl, and
Wow.
I stand in my truth. Wait, are we
I
recording?
think you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm.
I think you should stand in your truth of loving Frasier. I am shocked and surprised, but listen, I love a little highbrow British e type humor, and I
Hmm.
feel like that's a similar vibe. Maybe
Okay.
I'll watch an. I'm gonna watch an episode for you.
I'll,
You
I'll
tell
give
me a
it.
good one to watch.
Okay, just give it a try.
I
Try
will.
something from the second season. I would say. Okay.
Okay.
All
All right.
right.
Noted.
And if you
Noted.
still hate it, that's fine. Okay. At least you gave it the good old college try. All right.
Okay. I'll do it for you.
Thank you. That's all I ask.
I can't wait to tell Brian that you like Frasier. That is so funny to me. Okay.
Please.
All right. My number 5 is going to be American Idol.
Wow.
Gotta be honest with you. Not, and truth, I have a deeper relationship with that show that is separate, but
Yes.
also just as a viewer,
Hmm.
I remember being like, I think I was like 11 or 12 when Kelly Clarkson won.
Yeah. Yeah.
And honey, I had my karaoke machine in my bedroom in the basement, and it was like full a moment like this.
Mm-hmm.
And there are so many good people.
Yeah.
Tamira Gray was also on that first season,
Tamara
remember?
Gray, Fantasia.
I don't want to say Schmary Schmunderwood because she is apparently a loser these days, but
Is she? Oh.
yeah, she's all buddied with Aldine and
Oh, well.
anti-vaccine and all this stuff. So
Yikes.
such a bummer, but that was a
Bummer
good one.
indeed.
Jordan Sparks, remember
Jordan's. Oh,
Ruben
shoot.
Studdard?
Ruben. Oh, shoot. Yes.
You
Yes.
know, and
Jennifer
there were a lot of
Hudson, who didn't
jeez,
even
Jennifer
win.
Hudson, not even
Yeah.
close. Yeah,
Yeah.
Fonzel Solomon. There were so many really good ones that
Mm-hmm.
I loved. Saisha Mercado.
Oh, that's a. I don't think I remember her.
She was on one of the latter seasons. I think the
Okay.
Davids were the top two for that season, David, and she was number three. But
Okay.
oof, she did this Starlight Express cover for One Rock and Roll Too Many,
Mm-hmm.
for Broad or Andrew Lloyd Webber night, and yeah, it was so good. Anyways,
Mm.
so yes, I'm going to say
Wow.
American Idol spanned a good chunk of my
Mm-hmm.
middle through high school and beyond years.
Ah,
Yeah,
interesting. Okay.
not necessarily like a children's TV show, but I mean, it's a show growing up that I loved. So
Yeah.
it's on the list. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're cracking it. Okay. So my number 4. This could have been higher, but it's
Okay.
not higher than my top 3 for a reason. But my number 4, and I was all in on this one, okay? It's the OC.
Ah,
Is it on your list?
I love Chris McCaw.
Do you want me to go pull out my DVDs?
Let me tell you. Oh, you have that on TV. Let me tell you. Seth Cohen was my boyfriend. And you know who I only liked more than Seth Cohen?
Mm-hmm.
Sandy Cohen.
Listen, with those eyebrows?
Peter Gallagher can get it today, tomorrow, and the next.
Listen.
I love the OC.
OC. I mean, it was like, damn, these kids can't catch a fucking break.
The drama.
It was so drama. And I was
And
tuned in, honey.
yikes. And that, I mean, how big did you belt that opener every time? California
Oh,
from Phantom Planet.
every time.
Here we
Here we
go.
Listen, I was all
So
I
good.
had my dad watching the show. Like, we were all
Oh
in.
shit.
Yes, the OC
Love
was
it.
so drama filled. It was my favorite. I have the last season on DVD, but I couldn't really get through it. Like, after Misha had left, and I was feeling a kind of way. I mean, yeah, but man, that
Yep.
that
I actually don't
show.
know if I finished that after.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I did. So
Yeah,
interesting, but
yeah,
great choice.
yes.
Great choice.
The OC was that girl for me. Yes,
Wow.
yes.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. My number 4
Mm-hmm.
is going to go to a similar time frame and moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I see your OC and I will raise you One Tree Hill.
I feel like I knew you were going to have that on your list.
Listen, coming from, you're in Charlotte, but Wilmington is not too far,
No, it's
which
not.
is where it was filmed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so interesting. I think the dynamics of having the half brothers, and it's a really fascinating look at family dynamics and then relationship dynamics. And there's some really weird stuff that goes on, but I like that show so much. And there's a podcast with Hillary Burton and
Mm.
Sophia, and what is our girl's name?
I didn't watch One Tree Hill.
Bethany, and it's called Drama Queens, and they rewatch every episode, and it's awesome. You didn't watch One Tree Hill at all?
Because at that time it was like you had to choose a side. It was either you were the OC girl.
I was an OC girl too. I really
Yeah.
was. When I moved to California in 2010,
Mm-hmm.
all that we had, I went to the public library and rented DVDs. It was listen, it was a different time, and I was struggling as a 21-year-old, and so I went and rented
Mm-hmm.
those from the library, and they had the full seasons of the OC. So while my sister and I were living in San Diego, I watched I like binged all of it,
Yeah.
and yeah, I became a Raven friend.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, it's a good one
Okay.
though.
It
It's
is a
really
good
good.
I mean,
Very,
my
there's
mom
lots of
loved it.
drama.
My mom said it was better because she was watching One Tree Hill at the time, and I was like, I'm not watching that mess. Okay,
Ooh.
the house was divided. Okay, I was the OC girl, and I was like, I felt betrayed by her.
The OC is definitely much more high dollar. I'm gonna
Mm,
say it's more, struggles of the privileged,
I
and
have a
One Tree Hill
robe.
is a little bit more down
My house
normal
robe
peeps.
is a robe for the OC. I have a house robe that says the OC. I Do you want me to go get it right now?
I mean, if
Okay, let me give
I'm
you some
dying.
backstory on this.
Yeah, tell me what the fuck.
My mom worked in TV for a bit, and so she came
Oh.
home one day with like a prize package or whatever. She's like, I got something for you, and it had the first season all on DVD, and it came in like a bag that said the OC, and it came with a robe. What does that say?
Oh my
On Fox,
gosh.
yeah.
Wow. How cool.
I know. So I have a little, and I've been walking around with this robe everywhere for years. Like, it's a big fan.
As you should. Yeah, as you should.
Okay, friend.
Ooh, this is
Woo.
so tough.
This is tough. We are about to crack the
Struggle.
top three here. All right. My number three, I'm taking it back to Nickelodeon again, and it's all that.
Fuck you. Okay. All right,
Was
fine.
that on your list as well?
Yeah, of course it was. Um so good.
I
Lori
mean,
Beth Dinberg?
Lori Beth Denberg, Kaden Thompson, Kel Mitchell, Amanda Bynes, Josh the hottie. What is his? He was so hot to
Oh
me.
shit.
He was so hot to me. Um, I mean, just an amazing cast of really funny kids. The musical guest that would show up, it was like
Always wild. Yep.
always wild. I mean, I loved that show, man. Nickelodeon had some really great programming back in the day.
They did.
They
True.
they really really did. They really did. Yeah, all that was all of that.
I auditioned for all that.
Oh my god. What?
There was my first concert ever was All That Music and More Festival with LFO and Bewitched were the
Shut up.
headliners.
Yes.
And the 18s were there. And the whole reason that we went there is because if you went, there was a opportunity to audition for the show.
Yeah.
So, an audition for that show.
Oh my god.
And it was probably never going to happen for me because, I probably thought I was funny and I really was not funny.
Oh.
So,
It's
but
okay.
but all that,
Mhm.
was selling dreams. That show
Yes.
was so good. And then spawned the Amanda Show
It did, which I
and
loved.
Keenan and Kel.
And Kenan and Kel. Yeah.
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 Wow. That's a
Loved it.
great one.
Yeah. All right, friend.
I think my number 3 might throw you.
Oh boy.
And I'm not sure if you even would know it, which is
Okay.
why it could. And I'm looking at a big list over here that has many that I'm leaving off that I probably love more than some of these, but I just look at this name and think like, oh man, it makes me smile when I think about it, and
Mhm.
that is Bug Juice.
I heard of this show, but I've never watched it.
Bug Juice was like a summer camp reality show.
Oh my god.
And what I remember of it was just wild. But it was the same time where The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan, it was like,
Yes.
so you're
Yes.
just dreaming of the summer camp. And I don't know, Bug Juice was so good because
It
they would do
came.
relays and there were campfire stuff. And then there was like in their bunks and the counselors. And it was, as a kid, I just watched it and I loved it. I loved that show.
Was that on Disney Channel?
I think it is. Yep, I think Bug Juice is Disney.
Yeah, no,
Hmm.
I didn't watch. I heard of it, but I was like, I was whatever there was a Nickelodeon alternative to it, I was watching that. So like Wild and Crazy
Wow.
Kids or whatever.
Oh, yep, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
And what was who, I forget who did, but there was the summer camp weight loss one too. and I forget which show where they all went to like the weight loss camp. And it's
Oh,
not the movie Heavyweights, but it's like there was an actual show
I feel like
where it
I
was
think I
a
know what you're talking about, but I'm not
mhm.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay,
bug
friend.
juice. I'm throwing that on my list, you know.
You're throwing it out there. You're throwing it out there. Okay. Whoo, child. Okay. My number two. I,
Mhm.
this might be a I don't know if this qualifies as like a show that we watched while growing up, but I don't find myself to be a full adult when it came out, but Scandal.
Ooh. That would have to be
Scan
on my adult list, but ugh,
Scandal
so good.
was so good. I mean, at the time, Shonda was writing some riveting stuff, man, and that I think that was the show that really took her to the top.
Yeah.
I mean, she
Is
had
it
already done
Fitz?
great. Fitz and Olivia. I mean, that
Were you
little.
team Fitz or team Jake? I was team Fitz.
I was Team Jake. I wanted her to go on that island, girl. She was getting on my nerves with this shit.
No, I want her to go with the jam in Vermont or whatever.
I'm like, this man is married.
Yeah, but Millie sucked. Wasn't her name Millie?
I think her
God,
name
I
was
love
Millie.
Scandal.
I mean, I have to do a rewatch because when I say
I
that show
should
was,
too.
yes,
I
we
would
should
do
do
it
a,
with you.
yes, let's do a rewatch, honey, because that show was so freaking good. It was messy. I mean, the characters were written really well.
Yeah.
That show was,
Was it the was it his vice president or the Secretary of State lady who was so Southern? Remember, she was so shady. What
yes.
what
Oh,
position was she? I
wasn't she
forget.
just like a news? Wasn't she just like a news anchor or something like
I feel
that?
like she was the vice president. Why do I think she was the
I
vice
don't think she
president?
wasn't the vice president. Maybe like later in the season, she might have been.
Hmm.
But no, I'm thinking of
Anyways.
was it Cyrus?
Oh, I love Cyrus.
Yes. Okay, we have to do a re. That's
Oh,
it.
and
We're
that was a
doing a
sad.
rewatch.
Oh, that was his shit ended sad. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah.
Cyrus Bean and David Rosen.
Yes.
Oh
Oh.
my.
Oh shit,
Sally
David Rose.
Langston is who I'm thinking of. Sally
Yes.
Langston. Was she not the vice president?
I feel like
Oh
she
my.
wasn't.
And Columbus Short.
I
Wow.
told you. I know.
Okay.
I know.
Oof.
I know.
Okay.
All right. What's your number two? Oh my God.
This is so tough because,
This.
I mean, honestly, we're going to have to throw a couple honorable mentions out there at the end, but
Mm-hmm.
number two is one that I still watch. I can pull it up on YouTube
Mm-hmm.
and it really transports me and are some of my favorite memories growing up as a kid. I was very into entertainment stuff, and it's Making the Video on
Ah!
MTV.
Oh my God. Friend, that's a
Making
great.
the Video is because I actually thought about like, do I put TRL? Do I put the freaking Spring Break stuff? Because I loved like Say What Karaoke and all that shit that they did in Spring Break, the
Mm-hmm.
fashion show stuff. But Making the Video, I'm telling you, you can YouTube. I don't know if I should say that, but you can YouTube full episodes of Making the Video. There were so many good ones. Stronger, Britney Spears.
Ooh,
Mm, mm,
yes.
Lady
Yes.
Marmalade,
Yep.
Christina, Come On Over.
Yes.
Come on over.
Oh my God.
J Lo, Love Don't Cost a Thing, even though we don't love her over here, but
Oh.
so many good ones. I mean, NSYNC, Pop. They also did
Yeah. It's gonna
the
be
one.
me.
Thank you. Yes,
Yes.
where they were marionettes.
Yep.
Making the Video is number one. So cool.
Yes, it was.
Bootylicious.
Booty. Oh yeah, they did do one for Bootylicious.
We sure
They
did.
did.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
such a good selection.
It's so. I'm telling you, I still will watch that just to have
Yeah.
some nostalgia moments, and it's really good. Bye 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 with the rotating cube.
They
Anyways,
did.
okay.
They did several NSYNC ones, huh?
Yeah.
Of
I was
course
like
they
all
did.
Britney, all NSYNC, all of
Yes.
J-Lo, all of Christina. There were some good ones. Missy
Oh,
Elliott, Get Your
Missy
Freak
Elliott.
On.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
And that
Wow.
trumps like Cribs or any of those things for me. I
Oh,
would
for
do Making the
sure. Yeah.
Video
Although
over and
Cribs
over
was
and
fun
over.
too. Yeah, yeah, for sure. If
Cribs
I had
is
to
fun.
choose, I would
Yeah,
I would
MTV
choose
had some
making
good
the.
ones.
Oh
I stayed on
yeah.
MTV for a while because then they had, um, oh my God, what was that kind of after hours show? I want to say Stripped, but it's not. It was like they were in we'll think of it anyways. Anywho, MTV had some good shit.
And they
Celebrity
did.
Deathmatch.
Oh, loved Celebrity Deathmatch.
Same.
Lived for
Same.
it.
All right.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
What is your number
My number
one?
one is We Are Living a Single. Ooh, in a 90s kind of world. I'm glad I got my girls. Living Single
So good.
was so freaking good. An all-star cast, hilarious antics, a great, awesome show, representation that was really needed at the time. Um, and just so fun to watch. We were all just really invested in all of their stories, and like it was just such a
It is a good show.
good show. It
Yeah.
brings so much joy to me. Even seeing it to this day, still I'm like, oh my god! And that theme song is still iconic to this day. Like, it's just a classic. It's just such a freaking classic, man. And it's aged
The
well. So
all of those stars have aged very well. Still have great careers.
absolutely,
It was the
absolutely,
basis
yes,
of Friends.
yes, yes. Which, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do your Googles on that
So
if you don't know.
truly, very much.
Truly, truly, truly. Yes.
Wow, great selection.
Yes. Thank you. All right, friend. It's time.
Ah, number one was easy for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, though Sabrina is really up in that stratosphere also, but had to snag that early just in case you loved.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I have a couple honorable mentions that would probably be close up to the top two, but my
Yeah.
number one, probably a younger me, but still carry it into today, is
Mm.
Wishbone.
I should not be surprised. I
I
should
can't. I mean, I
not
think
be
I have.
surprised. Mm-hmm.
Let's just get into it. I actually have a
Yes.
Wishbone is not in here. Wishbone's in a different room, but I have my stuffed Wishbone. Wishbone told all of like the classic literature stories, Romeo and
You
Juliet
did.
and Count of Monte Cristo and Prince and the Pauper and Tom Sawyer and Oliver Twist,
Yes.
Oliver Twist, all the things. So I learned so much. The show was funny
It
and
was.
dramatic, and it was very creative. There were lots of good costuming and adventures. So very fantasy.
Yeah.
And I would put Wishbone at my number one. I feel like mine definitely crosses
Oh yeah.
a wide age
It's
range of myself, but
yeah. Yeah, for sure.
it's the ones that I thought about when I thought about what I loved growing up.
I think Wishbone is a good selection. Absolutely. I watched
Thank
Wishbone
you.
as a child too. All of those shows. What was the other one with the Lamb Chop?
Lamb
Lamb
chop.
Chop and things like,
Yeah.
yeah. Good selection. All right. We did
Wow.
it. I do say we throw out some of our honorable mentions.
Oh yeah, I've got a couple good ones. What
Okay.
yeah. Should we just go back and forth one?
Yeah, but you'll have more than I do for sure.
Probably.
Yeah.
Smallville.
See, I did watch Smallville, but I was
Oh,
like,
you didn't love it.
it was okay. I was into tuning in because that guy was hot.
Tom, right, I was gonna say we thought Tom Welling was very cute.
Very,
Still
very cute.
is.
I mean, yeah,
Still is.
I don't
Looks the
hate it.
same.
I
Yep.
don't hate it. Yeah.
Yep.
I had Step by Step.
Step
Step
by
by
step,
step,
day
day
by
by
day.
day.
Let's start
Yes.
over a
I,
different kind of way. People we love. So good.
yes,
So
yes.
good. I
Mm-hmm.
have Legends of the Hidden Temple and Facts of Life.
Le- Legends
Remember
of.
Legends of
I wanted to go on that show so bad.
the silver monkeys and
Yes.
the purple somethings,
I would get so angry at those kids when they
the
wouldn't get. I'm
green
like,
geckos. Oh yeah,
I'd be like, what are you doing, you idiot?
right.
So upset.
I know that was a good one
Loved.
though, and I loved Facts of Life.
Yeah.
Natalie and Tootie were my people,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
loved Facts of Life.
Yeah. I had Reba on here as well.
Reba is on my list. I was literally you know what's crazy? I almost put Reba at 3 where I put Bug Juice, and then I was like, Sarah will make fun of me if I put Barbara Jean up on this list. But
Nope. Loved Reba,
let me
honey.
tell you,
Loved that
single
show.
mom who works
Who
too
works too
hard, who
hard.
loves her kids and never
Never
stops,
stops.
with gentle hands and the heart of a
Never lets a fighter.
fighter.
I'm a
I'm a survivor.
survivor.
God, I love that show. And
Yes.
progressive.
As fuck. Yes.
She's like, no, you're having that fucking baby. Move
Yeah.
that dumbass in here.
Listen, I loved
And I'm
Reba,
gonna
okay?
have my freaking husband's lady friend come in too. Come on,
Yes. I
Barbara.
mean, the dynamics were just wild. I loved that show.
And Reba
That sh-
really was like just doing it. That should have probably
yes.
been on my list, but
I know. I know.
Reba
Now that
is
we're sitting
such a
here talking
god.
about
What
it.
a good one. What a good,
Yes,
good
yeah.
one.
I think that's all I had. The rest of them were I kind of moved around, but I mean, they're not my favorites though. I mean, I
Yeah.
have Martin up here, which isn't one of my favorites anyway.
I love
Do you really? Yeah.
Martin Lawrence is probably if I am picking like he's like up there with Jim Carrey for me as
Yeah.
like favorites. But
Hmm.
I think his time, and I love Black Knight is one of my
Yeah.
favorite
Oh,
movies
did
ever.
you? You're one of like the few people who like that
I
movie.
fucking love that movie.
Of
Your daughter's a
course you do.
freak. But I like that time frame. I like Camelot
Yeah.
and shit like that. The only last two that I had,
Mm.
I did have Power Rangers, which
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't put, but um Survivor,
Oh, the show. I mean,
I
yeah.
watched all the time. And then did you ever see the show Endurance? It was
I
like
don't.
Survivor, but it was for younger kids. It was for
Mm.
teenagers. And they
Wait,
were,
did it come on like the WB or something like that?
I think so, yeah.
And it only had like two
Uh-huh.
seasons, right, or something like that.
Yes.
I
And they
know
were on the
exact.
beach, and then I loved that show.
Wait,
I think it was called
no. I
Endurance.
think I might be thinking of something else because they were like in the woods and stuff, and they had like.
Oh, not the woods. I think
Yeah,
they were
no.
on the
Okay, I think
beach.
I'm thinking of something else. I think I'm
Yeah.
thinking
Oh,
of
wait,
something else.
was this Nickelodeon? Oh, you can still, but JD Roth was the host. You'd remember this guy.
Okay, I don't think I.
You know that guy. Remember him?
Oh yeah, he has a vaguely familiar looking face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Endurance was like a Survivory-esque
Mm-hmm.
show, but for younger people, and I was like at that age.
Yeah.
2002.
Ah, I should have put
So yeah, I
guts on
was
my
like in.
show.
Oh,
Do you have it?
There's a lot of good. Nick had a lot of good stuff too, like Salute Your Shorts, and
Yes.
there's a
Hmm.
lot of really all
Yeah.
probably things that don't age well at all. But
Yeah. What would you do? Which was fun. All that. Yeah.
neither of us said Moesha. Moesha was on my list.
She was not my. That was not one of my favorite shows.
Oh,
Ah.
rude. I loved her, but I also followed her while she went to college too. I kept
Oh yeah.
watching. Yep,
Mhm. Mhm.
I liked
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But Shirley Ralph
Uh,
is her mom
iconic.
on that, correct?
Oh, she
Yeah.
sure is. She sure
Yep.
is. She sure is. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. This was
Look at
really
you.
fun.
This was a good one.
This
What
was a
was
good
your
one.
okay, you say your favorite from my list, and I'm gonna say my favorite from
Oh shit! I
yours.
should have been writing it down then. Okay. I think my favorite from your list is Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I wish I had thought about that because if I did, I
Mm.
would have put it on my list for sure. I would have stole that from you. Absolutely, I would. I would have.
Ooh.
I absolutely would have.
I mean, I have to go because this was on my list, but I'm gonna go with the OC for sure. And his name was Ryan, so I loved
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So
I thought I
yeah.
had a little crush on him too. I'm not gonna lie to
Oh, and
you.
see, I was a Seth. I was definitely a Seth
Oh
lover.
yeah, I was a
God, I
Seth
love
lover
Seth
too.
Cohen.
I thought they were both hot. I was like, I'd take either one, honestly.
Oh yeah, and now Seth Cohen is married to Blair Waldorf.
Blair Waldorf. Wasn't he
Adam
married?
Brody is married to Leighton Meester.
That's right. Yes.
And I
Wow.
like that for them.
I
Yeah.
love that for them too.
Yeah. She's
Love
kind
it.
of a summer.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure. For
You
sure.
know.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Fun.
Fun,
Love
fun,
it.
fun.
What was was there one that was your least favorite on out of my list?
Wishbone? I'm
The
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
disrespect. You're lucky I didn't put gargoyles on my list. How dare
Oh,
you?
actually, I actually kind of like gargoyles.
Oh,
What's it?
funny. Funny.
And I'm guessing the one that you hated was Frasier from my list.
Absolutely.
Love that show. I live in my truth, Ryan. Okay.
Listen,
I'm
and I stand with Camille Grammer, so I
damn.
actually don't. I don't really care. I don't know her that like that. Love you, friend. That was good. That was a
I
good
love
one.
you too. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Of course, there are plenty of shows we missed. And if you feel like there
Truly,
should have been one that we had here, please let us know what that show is, or shows rather. I mean, there's so many we could choose from. And these
it's gonna
aren't
be
particularly
endless.
our top 10 favorites of all time. Like that list could change again, but these
Truly, we did
this
well
was
though.
fun. I think we
Yeah,
did a
it
great
was.
job. Yeah,
Agree.
for sure.
I'm gonna go watch an episode of Making the Video.
Okay, I'm gonna go probably watch the OC or the Scandal. I don't know yet.
Oh, we really do need to do a Scandal rewatch.
I really think we should.
Stay tuned for that.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Bye.
Bye.